I just started it, so I don't know if you want to grab a chair or something. There's no one in yet. Auditing Chicago, what's up?
What's up, folks?
Jay's World. Oh, what's up, Jesse? How you doing? Thank you. I'll let a couple more people get in the chat. I need to go put this one out. I just put it on public, but.
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing?
How's everybody doing today? Go ahead and let me know. Got my pops right here in the back. Zombie Enforcement, how you doing? Doing pretty good. I just wanted to hop on. Thank you. Thank everybody for the 10K. It's happened pretty quick and pretty happy about it all. And just excited to get back out there and do more work and, cover a lot more stories. Like, I don't know if you all have seen the stories today, but Direct D got arrested yesterday in Mesa by Mesa PD. So I just put out the video right now before I went live, and after I hop off live, go check it out if you haven't already. But yeah, I just want to show all the support I can for Direct D. Just give him a quick little shout out. Randy, how you doing? Richard, hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Where's Nate at?
Not sure. I think he went somewhere real quick. Direct D definitely is a solid dude, man. There's a lot of cop watchers out there right now, and I think Direct D right now is one of the best ones out there. Just because the way he does his work, his approach, his way to bring people together, bring younger, smaller channels, help them grow, and take them out with him. And I just think this is the kind of channel that even myself looks up to and looks forward to meeting up with. And things like this, it's kind of a shitty situation that he got arrested, but hopefully one of the things he's been able to do is uncover the fact that Mesa, Arizona Police Department, they're pretty aggressive, and they don't understand that they can't solicit a trespass, and that's what we see that's going on. And that's why I think the court of public opinion matters, because we could bring attention to this kind of stuff that happens. So
yeah, even the last time when we were in Mesa, one of the things that they do, I have it on my live stream and it's on Direct D's channel multiple times, is they'll cross you over with the yellow tape so that way they can trespass you. You should have seen like the day they arrested Twisted Imagery. Like, they're kind of crossing the yellow tape over on us and pushing us off from the sidewalk, which is public, into the street. So these officers are aggressive. They have a disdain for people who are trying to hold them accountable. And Direct D is one of the guys out there working constantly, and he's definitely a leader in Arizona. And I think that a lot of people like going with him because he does a good job. One of the channels that goes with him a lot is El Zorro Euro, and I actually used a portion of his video, of his live stream from yesterday, that shows Direct D and where he was and stuff. So if you guys can, go check out that live stream as well. And then, like I said, check out the video. Check out how one of the officers from Mesa pulled a knife out on me, or at us auditors, when we were walking up to cut the yellow tape. Rick, HPR, Frank, how you guys all doing? Long Beach Audits, thank you. Santiago, what's up, dog? How you doing? From Idaho. Pam, hello. Also, there is an article I'll probably leave it in the bio after, or the comment section. But it's by Tom Scanlon, and it kind of paints. It's talking about auditors in Mesa, and kind of paints auditors in a bad light. And I talk about it a little bit in the video I just released as well.
I got an email, I think, regarding that, and it was from a strong supporter, right? I think Michael
Fox. Is it Michael Fox?
No,
Michael Shepard.
Right?
Michael Fox.
So, hang on, guys. I want to read to you guys what Michael says. Let me see, folks.
And then when you get the chance, Dad, Long Beach Audits says to read the message he sent to you on his IG.
He says, mentions the night at the hotel in Mesa, Arizona when you guys were here for Spitting Cobra. Twisted imagery was handcuffed. Female cop pulled a knife, I think, on this guy. I know you and your kid, Nate Skates, were there. The article only mentions Direct D, El Zorro, MC Joker, and Twisted Imagery. Article says you guys were nasty to the female cop. Of course, it's a propaganda piece for the cops. I want to call it reporter Tom Scanlon, who is also the... One second, guys. Shut up, Zoe. Of course, it's a propaganda piece for the cops. I want to call the reporter Tom Scanlon, who is also the Tribune manager editor, and see if he's willing to get an auditor's point of view and not just the chief of police. I'm not going to cause problems. I would probably get pissed and go off on him. If you think it's worth it, please do try to contact him. You're the right man to do it. And you were there that night. Getting crazy here. Direct D arrested tonight in Mesa. Cops are looking to create mayhem to show the lawmakers they need laws against filming cops. Thanks, man, for all you do. I'm a YouTube subscriber. Also sending pics, which he did. And this guy actually went out and met us at the restaurant, and he sent me all kinds of cool ass pictures, man. Real shit, and you know, these pictures.
I'm gonna try to focus it a little bit.
I guess he took them of us out there. It's pretty cool. Thank you, Michael Shepard.
Yeah, definitely.
Badass,
big thank you. Big thank you to all of you guys that are subscribed. You know, like, we wouldn't be able to go out here and do these type of things if it wasn't for you guys. So it's actually eye-opening going to different places, especially like Arizona, and you realize that, you know, the way the police department, their acts is a lot different from even Bakersfield. Both have a lot of flaws, you know, but just the way that the Arizona police acted when we were out there is just very hostile. So big props to the guys that are out there, you know, stay as safe as possible. Try not to get arrested, but I think they definitely targeted Direct D, and that was for a reason, and you know, he's putting it on them. He's pressing hard, so yeah, just stay as safe as possible out there. And you know, a lot of people are quick to comment like, "Oh, you guys go get a life, go stop harassing the officer, stop giving them a hard time." But whenever you go to a different place and it's different police than the ones you're used to seeing in your hometown, that's when things change. You know, like the reactions of these officers change is depending on wherever you go. Like usually when we go to Venice or Santa Monica, those officers are very calm, cool demeanor, you know. And then when we go to a place that's hot, like Arizona, like the officers are hot-headed. So, you know, every single place is different. And you know, it's so easy to say, "Oh, don't give these officers a hard time," and make a overgeneralized statement like that. But every officer is different. Every officer interaction is different, and you know, I definitely seen it when I was in Arizona. I felt threatened by these officers, and so I'm pretty sure that's what the people in Arizona feel all the time. But yeah, this article goes on to say he's talking to Assistant Police Chief Wessing, and the whole time he's saying when they show up, they try to engage with law enforcement. They become argumentative in hopes that they can post something on their YouTube channel. It's really escalating to a boiling point. And the number of phone-armed auditors has increased. phone armed, like if your phone is your weapon, you know. Direct D, what's up, brother? Thank you, thank you. Nighthawk. So how did I get into auditing and cop watching? So you know, my pops being who he is, I used to drive him around a lot and take him to places like LA and stuff to go see this, and I was always around it, you know, always just always driving him and stuff, always letting him give his spews to me, and I'd have my own opinions about it when I first started, but one of the things that actually really got me into it was when I was in school, I was doing these articles on kind of like my injustice episodes, people that have been falsely arrested and have spent like the last 20 years in prison due to a wrongful conviction. And so listening to those stories, I was like kind of like heartbroken listening to some of them. And I just remember as a kid having nightmares, like, man, like imagine spending 10 years in prison and you didn't do the crime. And so when I realized that that was a reality for some people, it kind of made me realize that, you know, the arresting officers and the courts and stuff, they have the ability to change people's lives in the worst way possible. And one of the things I can do is I can join my dad and record police. And you know, I didn't have a love for it when I started. It was more of like I kind of want to try this and get into it. But man, the love for it has increased with the new channels I've met, the places I've been able to go, the interactions that I've had with some of the officers, and you know, even good interactions where some of the officers I've had talked to were, man, like you're a good, smart young kid. You know, like keep doing what you're doing, and to maybe like win their, how do you say, I don't need their approval at all, but like to win them over and make them understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. That feels good. There's a big satisfaction in that, and I feel like I'm doing the right thing for my community without anyone having to ask me to. And like I said, my love for this has grown as I've gone on. So let me know if you ever come to the 909. Where's the 909? I'm not too sure. Hey, what's up? I'm subscribing to your dad's channel. I'm subscribing to yours. Thank you, McDonald. But yeah, this article goes on to say more that a scanner can be heard as they drive, but the auditors see police cars and decide to follow them instead. But yeah, this article is trying to paint auditors in a bad light, and it's kind of sad. There doesn't need to be a disconnect between, further disconnect between the news and police and auditors. I think everyone should try to work together, but when you get bad PDs and PDs that want to hold secrets and not be recorded, not be held accountable, then this happens. They start to spew propaganda to the people that watch the news. And, people that don't know any better, people that are not out in the streets every night seeing what's happening, following these cops, it's so easy for people to get brainwashed and so easy for them to bite the cheese, if you will, and get caught up in a narrative that is not true at all if you're not in the certain areas. One of the things that I've also studied too is like the crack epidemic in the 80s and how a lot of that was boosted by police in those heavily impoverished areas, and they were kind of like funneling the drugs into the cities and stuff. So whenever you hear stories like that in history, and that was my major in college, was history. So whenever you're a history major and you start to hear stories like that, you only know that history repeats itself, and it's only going to be a matter of time before officers get caught doing corrupt things again. So it'd actually be cool to really get to document something like that, and be a part of that if that were to ever become a bigger story. Not only that, what we're doing right now in Venice and documenting the homeless issue that's going on and how these officers are trying to come in and basically get all the homeless out off of Venice Beach, that has been cool to document too. Like I think about it whenever, say, 2030 comes, like I can look back at Venice Beach 2021 and know that this was a big part of what's going on in Venice at the time. And homelessness in LA and in California in general it's so bad, and we need people to document it and actually do something about it. And like my dad always says, we're just kind of the people who hold the door open for the actual good, knowledgeable people to come in, and I try my best to brush myself up on all laws and penal codes and stuff, but I'm learning as I go. I've only been doing this like 6 months. But my dad will kind of always tell me that, you've been in it longer because of the driving, before you ever had a channel. So, in reality, he's kind of right. I've got to soak up a lot of the knowledge that he's given me. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys one more time for the 10K. I'll continue to grow. I'll continue to get better, and I hope you guys continue to support. Thank you all for always tuning in and stuff. And if you guys can, just continue to watch the videos, leave comments. Let's have discussions, and I'll continue to post. I'm only falling in love with working and doing this and editing a lot more than I actually was in the past. So there's going to be a lot more content coming your guys' way. I do a lot more traveling, and yeah, that's about it. So thank you guys. You guys all have a good night. Take care. I'll see ya.